Chances are, if you live in America, you have attended high school, and you have probably seen the way high school is portrayed in entertainment. From movies to television, high school is portrayed as some of the best years of our lives. There's friends, sports, extracurriculars, clubs, dances, and so on. Everything in high school is great, right? However, if you've attended high school, then you probably understand that high school is not like that at all.
Ugh, as if.
It's 6 a.m. High school students all over the country are awake and getting ready for another day, still groggy from last night's stressed study session, after a long shift at work or a late football game. Then they'll attend school for 8 hours where they'll be supplied with more homework. After school, they'll attend all of the extracurriculars they have, like a sport or work. That might not seem like much, but the hours of homework paired with the time spent doing other normal teenager things create very little time and a lot to do. In turn, teenagers then spend hours late into the night catching up with all of their homework and studying. According to a study by New York University, about half, 48%, of those surveyed reported completing at least 3 hours of homework a night, with girls 40% more likely to report 3 or more hours of homework a night than boys. 3 hours a night of homework, at least, might not seem like a lot, but if a student isn't home until about 3 p.m., then spends up to 3 hours on homework, they only have time to eat dinner and then get ready for bed. But that is only students who get home earlier. Others spend time playing sports or at a job, which can in turn create long nights. As a high schooler who doesn't practice any sports or extracurricular but work, I myself face the struggle of working on school late, and I get home earlier than others. According to Joseph L. Mahoney, as reported by U.S. Today, relatively few youth participate excessively in organized activities, and even their adjustment is reliably more positive across a broad array of outcomes, from childhood to young adulthood, than youth who are uninvolved, he observes. When they revisited the data in 2012, Mahoney and his colleagues found the benefits of participation in organized activities had persisted into young adulthood, in terms of lower psychological distress and higher educational attainment and civic engagement. While Mahoney argues that the high school students with busy schedules don't face psychological distress, statistics show that this is not necessarily factual. The Atlantic states, published recently in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, a study focused on students in 2 elite East Coast high schools. The researchers surveyed and interviewed 128 students, teachers, and administrators about student stress levels and coping strategies. They found that 49% of students reported feeling a great deal of stress on a daily basis, and 26% noted that they had been diagnosed with depression, even 4 times the national average of the 6%. Therefore, teenagers really are as overworked and stressed as they claim to be, proving that America is facing an epidemic of stressed-out kids. Students should be able to take part in normal teenager activities like sports, work, and clubs, and many other things, all without having to work themselves to the breaking point. It is clear that there must be a shift in how much work high school students are given in order to combat the overstressed teenager of today.